Monday morning. I'm just out quickly giving the Vandango rental camper a quick blast before it goes out this morning. 7:45, give it a quick clean on the outside so it's ready to go. Oh, back for another video I suppose. Week 34 now. We're deep into these weekly vlogs. Hope you're enjoying them anyway. I'm heading out for a little bit. I feel like I've been sat at the desk for way too long over the last couple of days. So over the weekend, getting my video bit sorted, and then this morning, once I had the rental camper sent out, which did go out in the end, the guys came and picked it up about 10, half 10. So I'm pleased for that. They've got a late return on that Wednesday. Fans fixed on the Thursday. And then today, I've been emailing companies in regards to parts. So got a couple bits that I'm trying to sort at the minute. So one's the roof rack, which I've told you about, and then the other is the electric system. So I'm hoping to get that all ordered through a company called Split Charge. Hopefully we can get that sorted this week, get all the quote for that finalized, and then hopefully get it shipped out or collected at some point. If I'm going over for the roof rack, it might be worth collecting that while I'm over there, but we'll see. Gonna head out on one of the hills, and then maybe we'll get some shots of the van while we're out. Why not? Get it in all its glory while it's looking fantastic. Fantastic, you might say. Man, that looks such a beast. Sorry, you get fed up with me saying that. Come on then, let's go. Stuff. He's a stranger to my vlog. Mr. Moore.
Hello.
What are you eating there?
Apple.
Not been in my vlog for a while.
Yeah, you've been busy doing work.
I know. What do you think on the van?
Class, isn't it?
This is the first time you've seen it in person.
Yeah. Mega progress.
Mega progress. I mean, there's nothing going on in the inside,
Yeah.
but the outside looks the part, doesn't it?
It does.
Anyway, we're heading out. This looks like it's in its natural habitat, just sat there.
Yeah.
L to the air. We are flying the drone up on the top of Benny Park. Feels good to be out, doesn't it, Juan?
It was very good to be out.
Doesn't take long, and then you're literally here seeing, well, this. Literally, within minutes you can be seeing this. You beauty. Snaefell, North Barrule. These are favourites. Anyone who doesn't know the Isle of Man, that's a great walk from across the ridgeline up to North Barrule. And if you haven't been to the Isle of Man, why not? Look at it. This is a good time away from the desk. This is what I was needing, and yeah, we'll be right back to it. But it's cold now. My hands are cold from flying the drone. What have we got to say, Juan? How's life going?
Life is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a new episode of My Story out.
We do.
With Josh.
Yeah.
I'll put a bit of a clip off it over. Well, I might do. It means if I'll have to download it. Maybe I could get you to send me a clip.
Okay.
It was a great episode. I enjoyed watching it. Can you give us a teaser on who the next episode is?
Lovely moustache on the man.
Lovely moustache. And they like to move it.
They do like to move it, yeah.
But Juan was saying he needs to get out on his adventures again.
I do, yeah. It's a terrible timing though, because the weather's so cold now. I don't want to be camping in the cold. Get me
Bro, you've got
frostbite.
layers. Everyone wants to see an adventure, Juan.
Yeah.
This is what I've been thinking, right? This year, my focus has been consistently uploading. Like vlog-wise, we're 34 weeks this week. And don't get me wrong, it's been great getting into a really good routine and making it almost like it's now part of my life where I make these videos. But one thing that is missing, and the whole reason why I wanted to set up on my own, was so I had more time to do the adventure stuff. But it's hard to balance it all. So one thing that I'm going to do in the coming weeks and going into next year, I am going to make time to go on little adventures and micro adventures, as discussed in previous episodes. Making an effort to get out, getting on hikes and getting away when I can. Do challenging things as well, because I've not done anything physically challenging in a very long time. That year of Killy, I had all sorts. We were away all the time, had Killy itself, did the parish. I've just done no physical challenges, and I think next year that's what I'm going to set my goal as. More physical challenges and more exciting things on the whole reason why I set up the vans. You can't really see it because it's a zoom, but it's to get out in places like this, more adventure vehicles. Oh shit. Yeah, I've lost my ability to walk on the outside. Right, heading back down to the van anyway. Both the replacement side mirrors have arrived, so we'll go and install these onto the van now and get rid of them smashed mirrors. Tuesday morning, by the way. Not sure what I've got on. I also want to return some of this coolant, but too much when we did the Vandango one. Oh no, it wasn't the Vandango, it was the big van that we did. So I bought way too much of it, so I'm going to return 2 bottles. So that's what's on this morning. It's Wednesday evening. The van's just got dropped back a couple of hours ago. I'm just running the van up to Kirkmichael to the windscreen repair place as it's in tomorrow morning. So nipping up there now. National windscreens. Just dropped the van keys off. There's Lydia, she's picking me up. There's the van.
Oh, hello. Hello, Lydia. Oh, hey, thanks for coming to get me. How did you find the drive?
No, it's great.
Did you love it?
Yeah, I'm just such a rally driver, so it's perfect.
Oh yeah, there's the van. Goodbye, van. I hope I put them in the right door.
Fresh windscreen on the van. That looks alright, doesn't it? No crack anyway, most importantly. Here we are, we're back in the van. It's got a fixed windscreen, which is fantastic. The damage was done on the previous one. I'll just pull a quick snippet up off it for you. Oh, cost wise on the old invoice, 420 quid for the windscreen. It's not ideal, like. Game plan is now work from the laptop from a little bit from in the van. I've just parked up where we were the other day in the other van, just up on the mountain. There's the mountain road there. If I'm going to go away next week, I need to make sure I'm collecting everything that I need to. Tougher to ship items need to be collected when I'm over. The main reason I'm going over is for the roof rack. We're getting a prototype new style from Yacht, which is quite exciting. So more to come on that end of this week. Well, hopefully I'll have that confirmed at some point this week, today/tomorrow, and then we'll be potentially going over to get that fit next week. So a bit more on that next week. I'm gonna go over for me electric order, so I'm gonna make my way down to the guys at Split Charge. They're near Sheffield, I think they are. Yeah, a bit of a run around next week, but another exciting video it'll be. For now, let's get some orders placed, and then we'll give you a bit more detail on what we've gone for. What's happening? It is Friday afternoon. So I've been getting the Vandango camper ready all day today. It's out on hire this weekend, so I've just cleaned it, packed the roll up, so we've got all the bedding and things just down there. And yeah, she's ready to go out over the Halloween weekend. It's been a bit of a miserable day to clean the van. It's been raining for most of the day, which is a bit of a pain. I'm just going to quickly record a short form video to let people know that the van is available over the winter time, because we've been quite busy. We've got another weekend, week after next, but other than that, we're quite quiet until the new year, to be fair. So hopefully we can get some weekends filled and start paying for the big camper conversion. We've got the 2 vans there set up, transport with a pop top, and then the conversion number 1 in the background. Looks pretty nifty. But yeah, van's all ready to go. I've got confirmation that the roof rack from Yacht should be ready, hopefully, next Friday, which means I'm going to be going over on a bit of a supply run. I think what I'll do, once I've handed this van over, showed the guys around, we'll go through a bit more details with you guys, what I'm thinking about collecting, and the cost and things like that, because I think that'll be all quite interesting for you. It's been a quieter week than I expected. We've got the windscreen sorted on this van, which was the main thing for this week. And then it's a bit more of a logistics figuring out for next week. I need to get my ass into gear, to be honest, because I've set a target of 42 days from 2 days ago. So I've got 40 days left to get the big conversion interior complete, ready for a trip up to Scotland. So I've set that out online now. So if I don't do it, I'll look like a mug. I don't think I've announced it on here that I set the 42-day target. So if not, I'll show you the video, the short form video that I quickly done. I've got 42 days to finish this build, because by the 10th of December, I want it completely finished, ready for a winter trip up to Scotland. But yeah, I just needed to put some sort of deadline on it, otherwise it'll just start running away. It's just, yeah, it's pretty easy if you've not got a deadline to get it done, just to kind of be lazy and take your time. Whereas I don't want to do that. I want to get on with it, and I want to get away in it at Christmas time for a couple of weeks for a trip up to Scotland to give it a bit of a field test. Make sure everything's working as it should, and then we can figure out what we're going to do with it, whether we sell it and move on to the next ones, or maybe get across for a trip up to Europe. We don't know. More on that soon. I'm just going to record a short form to let people know about the small van, the camper van hire side, that we are still hiring throughout the Christmas period. Oh, sorry, we are still hiring throughout the winter period. If you fancy giving the Vandango camper a go, give us a shout. I promise you'll have a nice time. We've got a diesel heater. It's nice and toasty and it's cozy. Anyway, right, see you for now. Good morning, everybody. Let's get comfy. Whoa. What's happening, everyone? It's Sunday morning. I've got my cup of tea. Good cup of joe, that. It's quite cold in the van this morning. That's why I need to get my insulation on ASAP. Getting nice and toasty in here. Have the diesel heater. Yeah, it'd be lovely. Be really nice. I'm going to make sure I'm recording before we start. I am. That's a good thing. Sunday morning. I finished editing this week's video. Yeah, I wanted to jump on here before we ended this week's video because I've not updated you much on terms of what we've got going on with this van. We've had a very busy week with Vandango, so it's been out twice this week. We've had the windscreen repair, so it's been a lot of running around for that. But I have been working behind the scenes on getting stuff organised for this camper van, which is what I want to run through with you now. So we'll crack this open. Not literally crack it, but we'll open it up. So, couple of things. So next week we're going to have a busy week. We're going to have another week where we're heading off the island over to the UK to pick up some bits. That's just one of the drawbacks about living on the Isle of Man. Things tend to be expensive to ship here, and I can argue the point for going over to the UK because I want to get the roof rack sorted. And we've got a pretty unique opportunity with the guys at Yacht where we're getting a prototype roof rack, a new roof rack fitted to the van. My whole trip is based around that, but while I'm over there, I'm going to make the most of it and we're going to collect a fair whack off things for the van conversion. I'm looking to catch the boat over to Heysham again on the Thursday and spend either 2 or 3 nights over there sorting bits out for the van. The plan is for the roof rack is to get that fit on the Friday. When I'm over there, I've got a couple of things that I've got planned to collect. A electric system from the guys at Split Charge. They've got my electric system all planned out now. So I've got a quote from them, which includes everything from the batteries to the inverter, DC to DC, charging. We've got the solar for the roof and yeah, everything that we need for the electric build out. Because of the solar panels and the size of them, that would have to be shipped to the island on a pallet. To avoid the cost of that, I think it was 140 quid to get it shipped. What I thought I might as well do is while I'm over there, is I'll go down to them and collect that. They've done me a really solid quote. To be fair to them, they've given me a little bit of a discount on it, which is fantastic. We'll have me some more of those, please. But yeah, it was roughly coming in at about 3 grand. Once it's all installed and the van's on the way, we'll probably do a bit more of a cost breakdown with you then. Don't want to go into massive amounts of detail, but that is to mention the quote that they've given me is a really good price, especially in comparison to my original plan. They've saved me about 1,500 quid, which if we can keep on doing that, we'll be in the money. I don't know actually, because when I've gone, oh, I've saved a load of money here, I've looked at ways to spend it on other things. So whatever I save, I'm sure I'll just spend on the van anyway. Right, enough of that. The guys from Split, they're down in Rotherham in South Yorkshire. That's about 2.5, 3 hours from the boat. So the plan is to go over Thursday, get to Heysham midday, and then drive down to them. I've ordered a bed frame to sit on the back here from a company called Forge Steel. Conveniently for me, they are right next to the guys down at Split Charge. And to get the bed frame shipped to the island, that was £71. I've been chatting to the guys at Split Charge and they're happy for me to get some bits shipped to them. So we'll quickly run through everything we've got on order. We've got the Trauma combi boiler and diesel heater and all the water kit. Now that's coming from a company called Rebel Leisure. That is running in at just shy of 1,800, which I don't think is too bad. Now I do need to get some water tanks on top of that, but I'm going through a company called CAK Tanks, which I used for the transporter when I replaced the water tank, when someone filled the water tank with diesel. So the plan is to go for 2 underslung water tanks. So we'll have 109 litre going in the spare wheel, or where the spare wheel would be. And then we're going for a 50 litre wastewater on the passenger side. We had the shower tray ordered from Evo Design. That was £414 with a bit of shipping to get it to the guys at Split. The sliding door flynet screen, that was £548 for that. And there's cheaper alternatives. In my eyes, they just didn't look as good. So I'm going for a premium build on this, so there's no point in cheaping out on a flynet. And then yeah, the final thing is that we're picking up is the roof rack from Yacht on the Friday. So we'll get all that stuff sorted on the Thursday from Split, and then on the Friday we'll make our way up to Annan, I think it is, just into Scotland. I think it's Jamie, his name is, from Yak. That should be quite exciting because it's a new prototype rack that he's sorting us. That's the game plan, get that fitted to the van. Yeah, but yes, there's certainly been behind the scenes stuff going on. A little bit more planning and getting the logistics sorted for a big supply run next week. Yeah, to kit out the inside of this van. I've got the insulation already. I've got the sound deadening. So what I'm going to do in the early part of next week is start installing that. I was hoping to get that in this week, but it's just ran away from me. Like, I've had quite a busy week with the small rental van. I suppose you have weeks like that where it's going to be a bit more quiet on the conversion side. But we'll be back to it next week. And then we've got an exciting supply run, like we said. So let's get to it. Before I call it on this video, I hope you enjoyed that little segment, giving you a little bit of insight on the behind the scenes of planning out the van. I know it's not as fun as doing the build, but it's all part of it. If you didn't do the planning side, you'll just end up in a heap of crap, especially when you live on the Isle of Man. You kind of have to either accept it's going to cost you a lot more in terms of getting things shipped to the island, because everything wants to come on pallets and that's not cheap to do, or you have to figure out you have to figure out strategic trips away where you can make the most and collect a bunch of items at once. I think I could have done a lot better at that. If I had the space to store all the items, I just don't have the storage space for it. So I kind of have to do it in sections. And like I said, with this trip for the roof rack, that is the main reason I'm going. And I'm just making the most of it, collecting a few of the other bits that would have cost me a fair whack to get posted over to the island. One thing I didn't mention was I'm hoping to sort a fridge, but I've got no confirmation on that yet. So I don't want to go and confirm that with you guys and say we're going ahead and getting a fridge. I'm hoping to get one of the Dometic double opening door ones. Again, premium price for it, but if you're going for a premium build, I don't think you can cheap out on things like that. So yeah, so again, hope you enjoyed this segment where it's just kind of me waffling, giving you a bit of insight, running through the figures a little bit. If you are, let me know, because I will do a video where I go through each of the parts or each of the phases of the build, and I'll give you a bit of a run through on costs, and then yeah, it'll give you a bit more insight on the behind the scenes. I don't know. Anyway, right, thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in next week's. We should have a bit more of an exciting video as we make our way over to the UK for a bit of a supply run again, as well as making some decent progress on this conversion van. See you in next week's. Thanks for watching.